Well, I don't know if you just heard me typing away a second ago on my keyboard, but basically we are live now. It is Sunday. We are back on stream and we are playing Stranded Alien Dawn. So to kick this off, let me go ahead and switch screens and say hello and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on your time zone. We are wrapping up our weekend, and this is one of my favorite ways to do it. So we are playing some Stranded Alien Dawn this morning, and we are still trying to conquer that Guardians and Robots gameplay mode. So we're going to return to our save point from the previous two streams. I just have to find it. I think it's this one, Stream Guardians. So that can't be right. No, March Effect stream. There we go. I was going to say only 4 days in. That doesn't make sense. I think that was the first stream where we had like a team wipe twice in a row. It was really bad. And we definitely had to adjust. Sorry, my hair is just crazy this morning. It's not wanting to cooperate. But we adjusted, right, our technique. And with this one, the March Effect stream, you can see that we got a couple more days out of it. I'm hoping that this is the correct one. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And the method was to play on random survivors. And doing that meant we got weapons. Yeah, see, everybody's holding a sniper rifle. That was the game changer. That was the benefit that we gained from that strategy. So we are now equipped with weapons. We have another search party that had just landed, so we're starting off hot. We're gonna have to fight these 10 robots. So I guess that's what we're doing first. But just in case you didn't already hear, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to the stream. Hi, Bill and Amanda. I see you in the chat. Happy Sunday, and I hope you are having a terrific weekend. Let's go ahead and start. Can she do combat? I don't even remember. Is she combat capable? She's not. So let's just see where she's at. She's like so much closer to the baddies than I would be really comfortable with. So let's actually draft her just to bring her back to camp. I won't call it base because it's not a base yet, but we can at least bring her into camp. So let's do that. And then I'm going to grab these two and we're going to draft them. We're going to bring them out here. I think Samantha's out here, so let's move them here. And we're going to draft Samantha as well so that we can attack our intruders. This search party over here, we're going to want to try to pick them off sooner rather than later so that they don't have a chance to attack us. Are we playing fast? We are. So I'm going to slow it down for a second because I want to be able to strike first. I want to take the initiative. I want to roll high on initiative and just like take these guys out before they start coming for us. So let's do that. I'm going to bring our crew in and see how this works out for us. And they should have some pretty decent range on them. So I think they're going to stop here where the blue lines stop and start shooting these guys. I mean, they did aggro absolutely everybody. So maybe we should start falling back. See if we can get out of aggro range, see if that makes a difference. I'm not sure. We might not be able to pull back fast enough. Another surge party landed. Okay, one, they did stop following us, so we can now turn around and start shooting again. But also, more landed, more decided to drop in and join the party, so that's fun. We're gonna have to do something about that. But first, let's see what else. We have We Hire Monkeys in the chat. Hello and welcome to the stream. We're just gonna try to like pick off these baddies, and then we're gonna get back to our actual strategy and gameplay and like how we plan to proceed. You know, these guys are like carrying ranged weapons, so I'd really prefer to shoot them first. So let's do that. And then this guy. They're like missing. How can they be missing? There's only like 4 left though. There's 4 left. Unless they're gonna like keep, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's what's going on here. So we have 2 left. Where did we leave them? Back here. Let's go ahead and bring these guys back up here to continue the attack. And then once they've shot that guy down, they should naturally, start shooting the last one. All right, so the problem with this, though, does become, now that we've come all the way out here, it becomes doing the scavenging on these guys becomes a problem because they're so far away from base. Not base, I said I wasn't gonna call it base, from camp. So far away from camp. But maybe what we can do here is bring Hope in, start doing some scavenging for us. That's what we're gonna try to do. Neil, hello and welcome to the stream. We're trying to scavenge some good material from the baddies that we just shot down. So that's our game plan as of right now. We're gonna explore where we're at as a camp in general here in a moment. You know, like as the sun rises in game. But I also want to ask how you guys are doing. Like, how did your weekends go? How did your week go? Are you guys excited for the holidays? Because it is that time of year. We are about to have like New Year's. We're about to have a variety of other holidays as well. And I know for me personally, I'm going to get 2 Mondays off in a row, which is pretty great. I love getting time off from work because then you just get to spend more time doing stuff with your family and things that you enjoy on your own even. So I'm pumped. What about you guys? Do you guys have any plans? Is anybody traveling, or are you guys going to do what I'm doing this year and just chill at home and try to like get some R&R in? We Hair Monkey says, I attempted walking animation. That is great. A walk cycle is one of the harder things to animate as a beginner animator / artist. But they say it teaches you so much about the animation process, so it's like really good to do. Neil says, hi there, early waves are really hard to fight, good luck. Yeah, they really are. And when you're like, we're just a couple days in, we're 8 days in, and we don't have a lot established yet. That's why we went with the random survivor rule this time, because it came with the benefit of weapons from day one. That way we weren't like trying to fight these smart mobs who have way better technique when it comes to fighting you than just the wild animals and such. It can be it can be like a whole party kill issue, which it was until we switched. So that's why we're doing it this way. Hopefully these guys are going to automatically queue up some useful tasks once they're done with their morning routine, because their morning routine is set to a relaxation hour and an hour for breakfast before they start like their workday. Try to be considerate, trying to be realistic, or at least reasonable with their schedules, despite them working more than an 8-hour day, technically speaking. They are getting their free time in, so I'm not gonna like drive them to exhaustion or meltdown if I can avoid it. We Hair Monkey says, it's not good, but it's practice. Well, practice is good. It's good for you, and it helps you to become better at what it is that you're trying to do. So I am not going to hate on that. Sora, I think, is chopping some wood. I'm gonna have her come out here and scavenge these instead. And then Paulette's transporting something. She's scavenging. Didn't I just, maybe it was Sam that I asked to come out here. I'm gonna ask her to come try to get the rest of the goods. Let's zoom in now, finally. Let's take a look at our cute little camp that we got set up here. And kind of like get an idea of like where we're at resource-wise. We have plenty of scrap now coming in. Oh, excuse the yawn. We have lots of hay, probably too much hay, so it might be time to start considering researching the hay sausages, because it actually could benefit from this because we do have the material. But our queue's pretty full at the moment. I know the intention with getting this animal taming on the list was to tame some Andromeda so that we could not Andromeda, that's the desert animals, but some herding animals, not hurting, but herding, some herding animals so that we could have like our own little herd and start utilizing the manure as a means to replenish our fuel reserves, especially since Hope sustains on that and it's just really helpful. Between the fuel and the silicone, we're trying to keep Hope alive because when she goes, the game ends. Like, it doesn't matter who else is still alive. If we lose Hope, we've lost the game. So it's really important we maintain her necessary consumables. The goods sounds like a drug deal is going down. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it kind of, yeah, it does have that sort of auditory trigger for sure. It's all about association with that pairing of words. James Lopez, dang, already 826 subs. Good job. Thank you. I appreciate it. And Neil Fletcher says Ulfin. Do we have Ulfin in the tropical region, in the Salt 2 region? I know we do in Sobrius. And here we're in Salt 2 because we have these sausage palms, which I think we could be harvesting now. So I'm going to try to find a few of these and mark them for harvest. And hopefully we don't pick up too much that they end up going to waste. But I don't know. I need to zoom out so you guys can kind of see our seed here. I believe this one was, what was it, Row Effect? Let's take a look. March Effect. So March Effect is our seed. We're in the Sal 2 region. The moon is the Jason moon. Difficulty very hard. And the rules are big family, eternal bliss, fast feet, and random survivors. So that's kind of like the setup we have for this round. And we did land on this like plateau overlooking this it's misty now, but when it's a clear day you can see it, this like serpentine river. But it was just a little bit too much of a journey to migrate down there and still have an effective early gameplay. So I've decided that we're going to stay up here and just enjoy the visual from a distance and appreciate the view from here rather than try to like build a lakeside or riverside base. So it's all about appreciating what you got, right? Like not taking for granted what you have right up here, which as far as resources are concerned, we're really, really rich in resources up here. So that's a good thing. We're still waiting for these to be ready for harvest. They're not in season yet, but we've got other things that we could be harvesting. So I'm gonna queue up a few things. I'm gonna set, oh, that one's already, okay. We have this one, she's scavenging it, great. Could put a couple more of these. Oh look, why is this just here? Like, why is this just in here? What's she doing? She's harvesting and she's researching. I'm gonna have her haul this laser pike. What else did I select over here that just did not look like it belonged? A lot of things. There's a lot of, this must have been where we dropped some robots or something. We're gonna have to start hauling some supplies that are just rotting over here. Like we have just no concern whatsoever. All right, okay. Let me correct this so that we can at least try not to be wasteful. And I'm queuing all this up for Hope. I don't mind interrupting her when she's researching because if she stays researching too long, it affects her mood. So every once in a while, if I'm just like, I have a random task I really need to get done, like this one, I'm perfectly fine with interrupting her. And that said, we also have some, I'm gonna have her come out here and scavenge these guys because we still had some remaining, man, would it be too much to call them corpses? Because they're like, they're not organic bodies. They're not decomposing in that way, but they are sort of like rusting away out in the elements. These robot search parties that we've annihilated. Um, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and decide for myself that corpses is a little bit of a strong word for that, but I am sending somebody out to scavenge them. Look at this. We have something new on our production queue. Oil press. I don't know what we're going to press into anything with that, but we have it. I guess we could set it up here. I don't know what we need it for. All right, so what do we have? Okay, focus. I gotta focus. We have ourselves a wooden workbench, okay, and we have ourselves a research desk, but we haven't queued anything. We have liquid manure, but that's kind of it. We could be queuing this. Make sure we always have, like, I don't know, 30-ish. We could be queuing bandages. You should probably do that. We're gonna want some of those. New resource power cells. Not mad at that. Not even a little bit. What? Okay, so I'm gonna mark this for use, but then I also kind of would like to find. Wait, these things. Have we researched these? We haven't. I feel like we should. So I'm gonna add those to our research queue. There's so many things lit up. Like, look at how many queued tasks we have. Everything that's outlined or highlighted. Speaking of, we also have some stuff here that really needs harvested. Who is our farming 2? None. Okay, it's gotta be Paulette. I mean, she's eating, but maybe when she's done, we can have her harvest this. And I think she's eating raw. No, we're not doing that. Not raw meat. Let's try not to be eating raw dandelion spores. This is fine. So I'm going to copy these restrictions and just paste them over. And then I'm going to take another look. Oh, that doesn't affect her. Okay, never mind with those restrictions. Neil says, I love this scenario, but it would be good if you got bug attacks as well as robots to keep things interesting. I agree. I feel like when I played this, so the very first time after I downloaded the DLC offline, not on the channel, I just like went total like blinders in, fully tunnel vision, playing the game just by myself. And I feel like, and maybe I'm just misremembering, but I think on easy mode when I was playing this and just trying to like shoot through it to like get to the flying drones and the service bots and all the fun new things, I felt pretty sure that we did have a rotation of bug attacks and the consortiums or whatever. But ever since playing on different difficulty modes, I haven't seen it. So I don't know if maybe I just misremembered or if they're sending waves of robots more frequently. So like if like the if all of the like, so suppose they're randomized, right? And on easy mode, it randomizes and you have like an equal opportunity to get bug attack versus robot attack. But the harder the difficulty level, maybe the more likely you're going to fight the harder mobs, which would naturally be the robots, right? And I'm strictly speaking based on the assumption that I did in fact get both in that very first round where I played this scenario on my own, which I can't tell you because I don't have a video of it, so I can't go back and like rewatch it. So I don't know. But I do think on the harder difficulty modes, for sure, it would make sense to get a little bit of both. But if they're just like filling all of the attack slots with robots, that is technically the tougher of the scenarios that we could be playing. Like, I would much rather fight whatever lives on this planet than those robots, because the robots are not deterred by these fences. They'll just shoot you over them. They won't even come all the way up to the fence. Like, other mobs will like aggro as close to you as they can get to you before they try to fight you. The robots don't care. There's like, I'm in range just like we do. Like when we're playing with our, you know, survivors, if they're in range, they're going to fire. They're not going to wait until they're standing 2 feet away from you. So that does make it a little bit more tricky. May they rust in peace, says We Hire Monkeys. Yeah. May the defeated. Oh, we need to study salvaging. May the I keep saying baddies for lack of a better word, but yeah. May our robot foes rust in peace. I like that. If my voice is a little scratchy today, I'm really sorry. I'm going to try to, just continue per usual as normal. But my throat is a little bit scratchy. I've had a really, really busy week that involved a lot of social activities that I don't normally do. Like I'm a little bit of a recluse normally. I like stay home a lot. I spend a lot of time with my hobbies, kind of like solo hobbies mostly, like drawing and playing games and working on my webtoon, stuff like that, which I know that's also technically drawing, but I had just so many things happen in the past week, including both weekends. Like if you bookended both weekends, I was out and about and doing stuff, and I'm losing my voice. Like my voice sounds so scratchy and froggy to me. I don't know if it does to you guys, but to me it sounds very scratchy, and my hair is like really tangled. So I'm sorry that this looks like this today. But I'm trying. I'm still showing up to the stream. So we're gonna make do with the situation as it is. Bill and Amanda says, if you make the fence, I'm like reading the chat from here, but it says, if you make the fences pretty far out, the robots will see them as an obstacle and go around. But if you need like 20 blocks between the survivor and the fence, I know. And I'm not sure that until it becomes too tough for me to like the way they are right now, we're managing, but once it becomes a little like unmanageable, like where I'm sustaining injuries, where it's becoming closer and closer, like riskier, closer to death situations, we're obviously going to want to change our defensive posture, and we do want to do that. That's why we're like trying to get through our research queue. But as far as like early game, if I don't have to build out fences that cover like several acres just to put them out of a shooting range, I don't want to do that. It just feels, I don't know. I mean, I guess we could do that now. I said, why not? Why not? Let's just do it. So if we ever get caught off guard, if I'm playing like in 3-speed and don't realize that a search party landed, we have our interior wall, which is fine. We're not gonna suffer from not having it. So let's just go ahead and try to like just build this ridiculously wide wall for like no reason. How far can I go this direction? This far? Can we? Okay, like that. Can I see? Okay, so from the top, maybe? Is this so close? I was one off, but that's okay. We'll just delete the one that I was off and pretend like that didn't happen. Look, perfect. It's wonderful. So we're gonna build this ridiculously wide. I didn't even go as wide on this side as I did on this side. I feel like I should rectify that. Oh no, wait, but I didn't because I kept running into this rock down here. I mean, this could be fine, right? Like if we stood everybody on this side of the shelter, that would put them pretty center between these two walls going horizontally. And vertically, I feel like that's pretty evenly matched. I think we're solid there. So yeah, if we're planning to stage our defensive posture here, then that should keep them a fair distance. But if they can't shoot us from there, we probably can't shoot them either. So it also becomes a little bit of a stalemate, you know? So I'm not really sold too much on this, but I do see the value. It's not a perfect method, but for early game, it's useful. It's still helpful. And if we're ever in a situation where like we need to keep them out of arm range for us and for them, just so that we can regroup or like, I don't know, arm people if they're not armed, maybe. Yeah, it just gives you, it buys you time. I think it buys you time. Bill and Amanda, if you make the fences pretty far out, the robots will see them as, okay, it was Bill and Amanda. I don't know why I thought that was Neil for a second. And then We Hear Monkey said, my optical audio switcher is having a crisis. Good luck. I don't know what to tell you. I am definitely not savvy in how to deal with a audio switcher. I think I'm gonna cough though. Sorry. Like I said, froggy throat. Neil says, I think better defenses are linked to increased number of robots that attack. Oh, do I really want to build a fence this big then? Because it's just going to aggro. No. Plan A, back to plan A. I don't want this plan now. We're going to work on our research queue for better construction so that when we build more, it's more effective. So yeah. We're gonna just nix this and look back at this research queue for a second because we need. Okay, so we're banking on some wooden fortifications. At that point, when we have taller walls, then we can revisit the whole, like wider defenses situation there. Oh man. Whew. I do want to queue up. I know it feels like such a freaking time suck to spend 3 days researching hay sausages, but with the amount of hay we have just available to us, I feel like that would be such a shoe-in for like an infinite food bank. Like we would just always have something regardless of like if buttermelon is in season or not. That would just be like always like an option. How are we doing on options for? We have 6 silica energels. And what about 26 liquid fuel and 90 silicone, like raw silicone, 10 energy crystals? I think we're safe from anybody starving to death right now. Like, I think we're good for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm up here clicking the 2-speed. I'm going to speed everybody up a little bit, get them rocking and rolling, and see like what we can get them up to. Are we queuing or are we researching? Okay, so this is queued. I really don't understand why. Oh, I do understand why these are like, we're gonna cancel the orders to cut these because that was for like the wall stuff, but we honestly just don't need it. We don't need it. So we're not gonna cut that. I think we have grain crop here though, but they're not, okay, so they're not ready for harvest, and that's fine because we have so much harvested already from this field, but now I'm wondering like why are they just not hauling it in? So let's ask Sora to do that for us. Okay. We also have, she's idling. We have like stone that's just sitting out here too. And hay. I don't know why they don't put this stuff away. Are we just out of space? I don't think so. I don't think we're out of space yet. So they really should be staying on top of, the hauling and the delivering. So maybe it's something I should take a look at. But then Amanda says, I don't think the fences count. Things like traps and turrets do. Okay. Well, that would be, yeah, I would love the concrete defenses. Like, I know that we've got a little bit more research to do before we get there. But once we get there, and I believe we've got the furnace queued up. Yeah, right after wooden fortifications, we've got the metal refinement. And here we can bake concrete. So once that's unlocked, we can then unlock like concrete and tougher, stronger materials. We hire monkeys. You're going to eat your unflavored wheat habits and you're going to like them. They'd rather die than pick up food. Right? It's so weird how they're just like, yeah, that can rot in the sun. Even they're idling. They're just standing right here. They're looking right at it. They're just staring across the field or staring across the fence like, gee, that's weird that the grain is just sitting in the dirt. Oh well. Like, why would you not? Like, how is this? Why are we okay with this? Like, why is this out here? Why did they pick up the other 3 and leave the 1? I don't really get the logic. But this is where we are. Production is glowing. We have fermentation barrels. Yes, please. I will definitely take some of these. So we're going to queue up. Like, I don't know. Let's do 4. Let's cover this whole wall and put some of those there. And then we're going to be able to start fermenting some vegetables, which will make them last longer. We'll be able to ferment some medicines, which will be great. in case we don't have any left from scavenging and that sort of thing. We are on day 9 of this playthrough. I think for day 9, this looks pretty dang good. We've got some fields already planted. We've got fermentation barrels being constructed. Plenty of storage so far, knock on wood, because we always seem to run out of that. Ultimately, I think we're doing pretty solid. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm feeling so good about this, in fact, that I'm going to put it in 3-speed. And I'm also going to take a look at this oven and feel like, what are we making here? We could be making this. Let's make this. Let's also make this with the palm meat. Yeah, let's do it. And then let's also make some veggie soup. Dandelion spores? Sure, why not? And we'll just try to like put 2 of everything on the menu. We could go more if we had a refrigerator or freezer, but I just don't want this stuff going bad, and it will. So let's just keep the numbers small, but the variety high, because the variety high gives them a positive buff as far as like their mood goes and everything, because they like variety. They like eating at a table, not on foot, and they like a variety of food. Did we queue up construction basics? Hang on. Do we have construction basics already? We do not. We have lightning rod, oil extraction, antibody. Okay, well that's a weird first choice, but sure. I'm sure I had a reason for it. Probably. What about construction basics? Where are those? They're here. Let's add that to the queue. We need this. We need this. We like this. We love this. We need this. We researched antibiotic production. Lovely. We just gotta get those barrels up and running. There we go. So now we can start growing or fermenting the antibiotics. We're gonna just like, we're gonna make that like this. And then I think we're probably gonna need to research pickling to get anything else going here, but that should be a great place to start. We have 420 grain, so we can definitely afford to spare some to make some medicine. And ranching. Why is ranching lit up? Oh, we learned animal taming. That's good. Hope is just killing it. She's crushing this research queue. That's great. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna complain about that. Let's give ourselves, if I rotate this, I want it to go sort of like, we gotta clear that, because I would love to be able to put these. Yeah, it's just sort of facing in. I think that'd be nice. I mean, it might call for like moving this so that it's not like interrupting our field at all, but, or what will become like our little animal field along this side. And what are these? Have we researched this? Let's do it. Let's research them, because that's what we need next. This, and then we can animal tame our way to a manure industry for fuel fuel crafting. Goals, man, goals. I remember that part. I remember that was definitely part of my goal, was to do that. So we're gonna extend this behind here, and we're gonna just keep bringing it in to about like, it says I can't go across here, so we're gonna go one up like that. What? There we go. That person was walking there and it like denied me. It was like, no, you cannot put this here right now. We're gonna want also, what do you call it? These fence gates, the big ones, so that the animals can come in. So let's do that. Let's see, right here. Let's do it here so we know that they have a clear walk path. And before we even bring anything in to live here, let's also set them up with a trough for eating as well. They're going to want that. And beds. Let's do that too. Sure. It's a start. It's a start. We're going to build ourselves this little, we will get rid of this, okay? They will have room to stretch their legs and to walk around once we finish salvaging this. We just have to research salvaging now. This, spaceship deconstruction. So that's in our queue, okay? Being irresponsible will be farmer by queuing that up. These are ready for harvest. Let's bring Paulette in here to do that. Especially considering we have toxic ash right now. Well, no, it's not the toxic ash we gotta worry about. What's the one, you guys know what I'm talking about, the one where it kills your plants. Neil Fletcher says, delivery is one of the few things I don't like in this game. It drives me mad. I always rush to get the delivery drones as it's a game changer. I agree. That is such like a frustration relief. The delivery drones, I'm definitely going to queue them up as soon as we have ourselves an electric grid that is actually producing electricity. We're going to go for the drones because that frees up so much time. You end up like basically sacrificing, I feel like, a whole person just to make the priority delivering and handling. Like you just need a chore body, right? Like somebody has to be the chore body, and what a miserable job to have. Like you just go around picking up after everybody. That'd be so terrible. I'd be so frustrated and mad at everybody. I'd be like Paulette, who likes nobody. Well, in this game she does. She likes Hope and Sora. In every other gameplay I have with Paulette, she hates everyone. She's just like not with it. She's not social. I feel like this is some body snatcher stuff right here. Like, who are you and what have you done with Paulette? Because this doesn't compute. This doesn't add up. Maybe she likes Hope because Hope's a robot. Maybe that's the difference. I don't know what to say about Sora. There's just, it's an anomaly for sure. We hear Monkey's distracted manure delivery. Yeah, there we go. That'll be on the sign. That'll be our business name, DMD. Search party landed. What? Okay, let's find them. And they're not far away, which is nice, actually, because that means we don't have to travel far to scavenge their bodies once we've conquered them. Blight, Bill and Amanda. Yes, that's the one. Blight, when it kills your crops. So the toxic ash doesn't kill them. There was no real rush to harvest so soon, but nonetheless, they were ready, so why not? But if it was blight, absolutely, because that is a crop killer. Weird Heart Monkey says a silver Dell in 2008. She is a little bit more than that. Let's give Hope a little bit more credit. Speaking of, let's just kind of like draft her and keep her right here. Sure, like, you know, but like under the roof. And then, where is she scavenging from? Okay, we're gonna bring her in here. Sora, where are you at? Shooting a target. No, you're not. We're going to bring you in here. And Paulette is doing that harvesting we wanted. No, she's planting. Harvest over. Let's bring everybody in. All right, so we're missing one. Who didn't come? Okay, there we go. All three have arrived at the party. So now it's time to, and I like to take out our ranged weapons first. So these two here. Let's see how that plays out for us. This one. Okay. Now it's just free game. Let them shoot whoever they want. And not a scratch on them. Would you look at that? Well done. So that's good. Yeah, I like the smaller parties. As long as everybody has a gun, we can undraft them. When everybody has a gun, it's way more, it's less stressful, way more manageable. You don't have to play so many games with like avoiding, I don't know, just like with avoiding getting in their line of sight sort of stuff. So far, I'm telling you, this is my strategy. This is my game changer to play on random survivors, because I feel like if you're crafty and creative enough, you can make any combination of survivors really work for you, even if it means a really slow or clunky early game. You can develop the skills you need for the most part, unless you end up with like all pacifist or something like that. But yeah, it's made playing on this play mode, even very hard difficulty, so much easier. And I can really focus more on like base building, wasting food and stuff like that. And Paulette just reached farming 3, which is great for us because we're learning taming, and now with somebody in our crew that has farming 3 or above, we'll be able to actually do some taming. So it's all working out. the game plan is progressing. We are going to get this thing up and running and really just a lot more beneficial, smooth, like running and operating and successful. We're looking for that victory, folks. We are looking for victory on very hard mode in the new scenario with hope. But we're keeping her fed. We're keeping the people fed. We're evolving her by letting her do like a ton of research. We have new AI cores, which is amazing because that's going to open up some options too in our research tab. I don't know what ones, but it will open up something. So I think like it helps us with our, is it this one? I think it's the service bots. Yeah, so we've got the AI core with the service bots. Now all we need is the electric grid, and we'll be able to get these guys operational. We also need we need more than electric grid, truthfully. We need this plus a generator, something to generate electricity in order for this to actually pay off. We need either solar panels, wind turbines, or diesel. I like to avoid diesel at all costs if and when possible because I don't like wasting fuel that way. I would much rather use solar or wind power if the option was available. And I'm hoping maybe at some point, because the developers are still giving us beautiful, new, and exciting updates on occasion, they're just rolling more out, which is great. I'm hoping that that means that we might potentially see some water interactive gameplay in the future. Like we might have water power, we might have fishing, we might have just some other kind of ways to incorporate water besides just using it as like a barrier to put one side to and avoid mobs coming in from that side. It's beautiful for that. I love it for that. They could also create a new type of mob that comes from the water, which would be terrifying. Like if we had some kind of crocodile or something just come out of the water at random and like swarm you, that could happen. Turrets and robots says Bill and Amanda. And We Hear Monkey says New Dell owns Alienware. Okay. I feel like Hope just like abandoned her task here. She was supposed to scavenge these things. And she just sort of said no. She like was like, I'm hungry. And she left. And she left all of this out here. That is not okay. She has to haul these in. We're not trying to leave everything out here to go badly. Okay, we need to look at our management tab. I'm sorry. But somebody who is responsible for handling is not doing their job. And it's Hope. Hope is our handler, our deliverer and our handler. And the problem is research is infinite. She could always be researching. And so she's never handling. So we need to look at this a different way. We need to like to bump some stuff down here. And I think the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to leave delivery. Actually, let's make delivery 1. And then handle and research and then observe. Yeah, so let's try this out. I feel like maybe this will give us a little bit more variety in her tasking. Because research is an infinite. She's never going to run out of that, which means she's never going to get to anything else if that's first on her queue. But if like delivery is first, once everything's delivered and there's nothing else to pick up, she'll go and research, or she'll handle and then go research. So I think that's a better priority list. I hope. Let's give it a whirl. Let her try it out for a little bit. Try it on for size. And adjust if necessary after that. Man, but it also says we got some, what is that, CPUs? CPU cores? I don't know. Something else that I haven't, and we have electronics. Girl, I'm gonna bring Paulette out here. I'm gonna have her like haul some things. What is this? I think I queued, what's her name up? Hope up already for that. But I did not queue. Come on. I know it's in here. I'm telling you, this says that we got three CPU cores. Unless somebody already hauled them in, I'm just not seeing them on the ground here for pickup. I'm going to have to trust that somebody already brought them in and hope that I'm not wrong, because that would be a waste and that would suck. Reserved by Hope. Okay. We're going to let that ride. And I'm going to put them back on at least 2 speed so that we can keep, you know, things flowing. Okay, and Hope scavenging and Paulette transporting. Beautiful. Love to see it. Okay. We Hear Monkeys find a 1990s Ford Transit engine and run it on vegetable oil. And then you said, well, that's just hopeless. Is that a pun? Are you saying hopeless as a play on words for Hope's name? That's how I'm reading it. That's what I get out of what you wrote. I could be wrong, but I do like it. I like it as a nice little play on words. I feel like we could be harvesting these buttermelons, but we're just not for some reason. And it would be nice if we were. I'm going to interrupt her planting to come out here and harvest these before they go bad. Because having some buttermelon would be great. I don't think we've harvested them yet. It might be a new resource for us. So it'd be great to get that little notification that says you've gained a new resource and be able to actually use that in our, yeah, see, vegetables, we could have buttermelon on here if we'd harvested any, but there's not. It only says dandelion spores. So let's fix that. And I think this will fix that. And out here we have, are we researching this? We haven't yet. Transporting, constructing, transporting. Maybe we'll have her observe this when she's done with her entire like to-do list, her honeydew list. So after all that, this is still out here. I was so sure I had asked people to bring this in and it just hasn't happened yet. So maybe we just need to stare at it and watch it happen and make sure it gets done. Because sometimes things don't get done if you're not paying attention. If like you give them the option to slack, they'll slack. Just like normal people. It's real smart that way. Lost harvest. That's fine. I'm fine with that. That's okay. Let's head back over here and observe how our stuff is coming along. Because it looks like we're just about done with our animal pen. We're going to need to start doing some taming, but first we got to research them to tame them. So, I don't know. Who do we want doing that? She's transporting. When she's done transporting, we'll ask her to do a little bit of observation. There must be... Okay, hang on. So as far as there must be memes about how bad the AI system in this game are at sometimes. And then you said, Hope, did you collect that fuel? No, I'd rather die. Yeah, she needs to prioritize better. Like, if the whole point of this is that she wants to survive, she wants to gain sentience, she has actual the self-preservation, right? You would think that would be a priority. Yeah, you would. But the same goes for the people too, though. Sometimes they would just rather starve than figure it out themselves. They're like, not until you tell me. I'm not going to save myself until you tell me to save myself. Because otherwise, I think that they could totally automate all that and have them be super efficient. But there's got to be, like, you got to allow some margin of error, because otherwise what would be the point of us playing it if we were just watching it happen, if we were just watching it run super efficiently? I think they got to dial it back with intention so that we can, you know, get flustered and fight with them and make them do it and save them from near disaster, because that's what makes it fun. Kind of, sort of. So it's a little bit meta to be like, oh, well, us players complain, but at the same time, if they didn't make it that way, we'd be bored. But I think, too, there's like some validity to that. Are these ready yet? Like, can we finally? Nope. Energy crystals? Nope. Can't yet. No. We have discovered the Noth, though. Which to me sounds like a, what do you call it? Like a taming opportunity. And this one's female. So I would like to only tame females, if that's the case, because I have learned my lesson. in other gameplays that if you tame two animals that are male and female, you are going to end up with a never-ending, exponentially growing, explosive birth rate of animals that you then have to maintain the food supply for. Are these guys, they're herbivores. This food does not make sense. We don't want this. Okay. When she's done drinking that, we're going to have her store the undesired. What was I saying? Yeah, explosive growth rate. So now my new, for this gameplay, I'm instituting this now. We are going to only tame animals of the same gender because I do not feel like spending all of my focus in gameplay on just maintaining a source of food for animals because if I don't, they die. And I can't just be like, well, I still have 30 others, so what if a couple of them die? Because my feelings get in the way. I start like feeling bad about it. They're not real animals, but if they were, I would not want to let that happen. And so it becomes this whole mind game. Hope is improving, but real quick, I want to say hello to Damiana. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. We are continuing our gameplay with Hope with the random survivor strategy, which has been paying off in dividends. We are crushing the even though we're in like very hard mode, we are still on top of our game. We're still dominating the robot search parties, knock on wood, so far. And right now we have an opportunity to update her. So the question is, what do we want her to be able to do? Farming and taking care of animals, cooking meals, crafting, tailoring, assembling, construction of new building and devices, or hunting and fighting. I think we've got hunting and, like I just said, I think we have hunting and fighting kind of under control right now. So maybe some farming, plants, and taking care of animals might be good, especially considering we're about to start our little manure industry with our tamed animals so that we can also convert all of that into fuel. So I'm going to add that. It's already done. The decision's already been made. The button's already been clicked. So that is her new skill. And we're going to want to give her the opportunity to like practice this. She's going to come out and try to plant some silicone. Hope doesn't sleep anyway, so we might as well keep her up and busy. I don't know what Sora's doing. I guess she's too rested. Man. What can we have her do? Let's have her haul this. That's a resource we could be using. And let's get her away from the sleeping people because she's giving them negative buffs for, well, I guess everybody's just going to wake up and bother everybody else now. All right, well, why not? Sure. Let's just stand right on Samantha's head. I'm sure she loves that. Yeah. Only get female dogs this time. Hey, right, Neil? Exactly. Yeah, you must have seen the other video where, like, they just kept coming. Like, they just were constantly... There was always a new dog. I ran out of Colors of the Rainbow. I ran out of... In my other gameplay, I was, like, naming them after... what do you call them? Transformers. I had to start Googling more Transformer names because I ran out of ones I knew. And I feel like if I'm going to do this again, I should just start naming them after Pokemon because at least I know there are hundreds of those. So yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. We'll start like naming them after Pokemon. Discovery the Buzzshroom. That's great. So now we have this. We can make more tea. Fun. That's fun. Let's also harvest these buttermelons. And since Hope is learning this new skill, why don't we ask her to do it? And yeah, so we're gonna, where are you? Paulette, I totally selected 2 Noths over here for taming. So let's do that. Let's tame those. And then do we have, this also is a female, but I can't because we don't have enough food. Well, Hope is currently trying to harvest more, so that's good. Maybe once she does that, we'll be able to tame yet another Noth for our benefit, so we're not dealing with this, so that everything's not rotting away that I select and activate for use. So I think she's out here doing the taming. She is. Look at how huge this herd is, by the way. We've got like a massive herd here right now. I'm going to mark all of this for use, but I know it's going to constantly buzz me to tell me that to tell me that it's decaying and rotting away. And that's why I want to tame them, so that I'm not constantly getting notified like that. Like this. Like, I know. Okay, I know. If it rots away, then we just won't use it. Come on. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Female, but we don't have the resources to tame. Okay, so we need more buttermelon is what it's telling me. So I'm gonna have to put this, switch this to harvest, and she's transporting hay. Do we really need to? Let's do this. Let's harvest that. And then like bring them in, please. Like there's 40 right here that's just sitting out to waste. Why? I'll have her come haul this. Look, we have new leisure. Right, statues, of course. We learned a new animal, we get a new statue, naturally. I haven't built any yet in this gameplay. I've built them before, clearly. But do we have a dartboard yet? Have we offered them this form of entertainment? I don't think so. Let's put one here. Let's make it a little bit more fun for them to be at this little camp. And how are we doing here? See, this queue isn't moving as fast anymore now that Hope's not like prioritizing it. We're trying to get her to do all of the handling and delivering tasks before she does her research. Well, now that we have this, we can queue them up for harvest. Oh, right. And now that she has that new skill opened and or unlocked, let's do something with it. Let's mark them. You know what? 3 is good. We'll leave them on 3. 3 is fine. Yeah. I think that was a good fit. We're just going to let that stay exactly where it is and roll with it. Resource-wise, we are rich in resources. We've got so much resources. I'm going to put this back in 3-speed and just let them rock and roll with it. We did tame a new Noth, so let's name it. Like I said, we're going to do Pokemons. We got to start with the first one. Oh, wait. Before I do that, We Are Monkeys made a suggestion, Magikarp. So Magikarp can be called Celeron D, owning to its uselessness. Well, no, but these aren't useless though. See, I was gonna do that. I was gonna use your suggestion, but then you said it was useless, and they're not. The Noth is not useless. We went out of our way to tame them for a reason. So we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna name it that. We're just gonna go with Bulbasaur. That's not how you spell that. A-U-R? Is that right? Help me out here. How do I spell this? Somebody tell me, because I don't have the option to... Well, actually, I could Google it on my phone. I just want to be sure. So let me look. I want to make sure I get this right. Bulbasaur, A-U-R? Yes. Yeah. Okay, cool. I knew that. I knew. I got it right. It's fine. I knew what I was doing. Conform. Okay. So this is Bulbasaur now. And already asleep, so I guess we could just assign this bed. And then we gotta like find the other ones and get Paulette back out here as soon as she wakes up to tame the other Noth. And I feel like, yeah, we could do a third one. So now we have this option to pick up a third one, so we're gonna try that. So after she does the second one, I'll just queue her for a third. I do feel like selecting all the manure out here though, we can like undo that. Undo. Because now I don't want, so first of all, selecting those in the first place was definitely like just keeping Hope internally busy. Whereas I want her to eventually make it back to the research table. Like I still want that to happen. But the other thing is now that we have our own in here, there's just absolutely no need. Hang on a minute. Lead here, and then we're gonna close this gate. So when she's done petting, whoa, okay. Why can I not queue? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. That didn't make sense, but sure. And the food is just going to waste. The food is going to waste. All right. Let's pause the production of this stuff. Well, the tea's fine, but let's pause the production of everything else because, well, not everything. There's only 3 emergency rations. They have been eating that over our food and letting our food rot, which is annoying. I wish they would not do that. Like, save the emergency ration for last because it will keep longer. But I digress. There's no helping that now, so whatever, right? Okay, so she's mining. Samantha's transporting. Let's have her handle this fence and then lead. Why? I'm so sure I said lead this, right? Like, didn't I? Oh, well, let's... Taming failed and then taming interrupted. So we have to try again. But I think it's going to make me find more buttermelon before it will allow us to do that again, which also kind of reminds me we need to plant some. Dang, it's storming. No. That's nerve-wracking because everybody's not... They're not staying away from, you know, danger. Let's just bring them all in. I don't know, just stand over here or something while the thunderstorm happens. And then I'm going to put down a new field for us. Okay, we're going to plan this. We need ourselves buttermelon. We need like a proper supply of this. So let's do that. I'll even move this again another time. We'll put it here. And then we can extend this that far, I guess, because that's where we start running into the bad soil. But I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to unqueue, or I'm not going to undraft them to do any of that until this thunderstorm passes. So let's just 3-speed our way through that. And I'm going to have a quick sip of my coffee here because it's like going cold because I'm not drinking it. I'm kind of forgetting they exist. That is terrifying. It can't just be me. You see that? Like, you see this lightning striking in the game and you hear that noise. Doesn't it just like, does it do anything to you? Like, does it give you any kind of like, oh, you know, like, I don't know, tense up or something? They've literally just undrafted themselves. Okay, well, whatever, I guess. Like, what can I do about it? Hopefully keep whoever the heck that is back in Paulette. Stop it. Sleep. Go to sleep. Just stop running out into the thunderstorm, please. And I'm just going to stick her back on the research bench for now. Okay. Storm has passed. They're welcome to do whatever they want now. We have advanced her social skill, which is good. I think it's all that researching that's helping to develop her sentience. Initialization of tertiary cognitive matrix complete. She's analyzing human behavior. She's gaining new skills. She's going to start building relationships. I don't think she starts sleeping yet at this stage. So I think we can still kind of like take advantage of her working through the night at this point, I think. She's disturbing everybody's sleep though. So maybe I don't want her right there, like on the research queue. Maybe I want her just doing literally anything else. There, that should do for now. Goodness gracious. Light Bulbasaur, Buggysaur. Wasn't Bulbasaur a turtle thing? Yeah, it is. And Damiana has given us the correct spelling of it, so that's good. Yeah. It is it kind of looks like a turtle, but it's got like the spore on its back. It's got a plant. It's like more of a plant-based Pokemon. It looks like a turtle, but with like, I don't know, just like a plant that kind of looks like... I'm blanking on what that plant would be called. But yeah, it just looks like a plant. It is a plant. It's plant-based. But now we need to know what to name our others. So we've got... I don't know where the third one went, but we've still got a second one here. So what do you guys think? Which Pokemon should we name the second Noth after? So we're going to try to tame it again. We're going to give Paulette another go. Assuming she's successful, what Pokemon should we name it? Let me know. Put it in the chat. I'm going to drink some coffee. So hard to pronounce. They're also kind of tricky to spell. Like I was like thinking, oh, I'll just name the first one Pikachu, Shoe in, and I was like, no, because I don't want to try to spell that live on stream and like just make a complete fool of myself. And then I was like, well, what about, I don't know. I don't remember what other ones I thought of. And I was like, I'll just settle on Bulbasaur because I'm pretty sure I can spell that. Taming failed. Maybe we just don't want this one. Maybe we want a different one. Maybe that one's just too tough. Medium female. We'll try this one. Are we out of that resource though? That's frustrating. Let's see if she'll plant some buttermelons for us because we need some. We need more. I think we might. Well, we still have 61. We should still be able to attempt another taming before we run out of that stuff. Is she tired? She's not tired. So maybe after she plants that, we can ask her to try again with the taming. And then maybe even let's queue up our third. Hello, survivors. Hello, Seth. Welcome to the stream. We have decided two things as far as like our little animal farm goes. We're only gonna tame animals of the same gender so we don't have explosive exponential multiplication happening with all of the births and making the feeding situation it's just uncontrollable. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do all single gender tamings. We're not bringing in mixed gender animals. And then we're also going to name them Pokemon. So we've got 2 queued up for taming. We just need some names. So we need some Pokemon names for them. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. Or not comments, in the chat. And we'll... Taming succeeded on one, failed on the other. So let's lead this one in here. But then let's also name it. We have swarm fever. Oh no. I seem to have contracted some local bacteria. A parasite names. That sounds bad. Yeah. Can we like heal you? Wait for healing. Hope. Are you a healer? Heal Samantha. Let's try that. But also back to this. I need names. Seth says great plan. Thank you. Yeah, that's the plan. Because I have been like my last video that I put out Tuesday, I think. Like, it was just like, I felt like I spent the entire time struggling with feeding my dogs and just trying to keep them from multiplying, which you can't do. Like, there's no option to fix your dogs or to fix your animals to get them fixed. They just keep multiplying. And did another gameplay that's like offline that you guys haven't seen. And I've been debating like sharing it with you guys, like making a video or sharing it while on live. I have, well, hang on, let me just do this. Let's cancel. We're not going to name that just a second. I'm going to wait for you guys' recommendations for names. So Pokemon, throw them at me. But let's save this real quick. This is our March Effect stream. We're going to save over that. And then I just want to show you, load game. I think it is this one. So 2 things happened here. I was playing this on my own. And I had like a ton of people join, but we're going to ignore all of that, okay? I'm going to pause it. We're going to ignore all of that right now. But let me take you back to, gosh, where is it? Okay, so here is, I don't know. Why is it, we don't need all of that. Whatever. Everybody's names are over their head. So we have like this really big base sort of going on here, which is nice. And I've got like, we've got like multiple stories. We've got ourselves the service bots. We have the drone. We have some turrets up here on the roof. We have the balloon. We have the trading pod while playing in the Guardians of Robots play mode. We have a lot going on here that's really great. But here's my biggest problem. Over here, we have, it's not even the Noths, because I think here I did the single gender thing. These are all male Noths, right? I like learned my lesson midway through this gameplay. But look at the dogs. Like, do you see how many dogs there are here? It's a lot, right? Those are just the male dogs, or the female dogs. It's just one gender because, and here's the problem. I don't know where these guys are going. I thought that clicking on them would take me to... Is that the main base? Hang on. Over here, right. It should be over here. I started doing, let me find the flags. I started doing a completely separate like settlement. So this is the main one. If it was daylight, I could see better. Let me just fast forward to some daylight. I promise I'm trying to make a point here. So this is the main base that I just showed you, 3-story building, all of these resources. We've got ourselves an amazing electric grid going here with plenty of solar and wind power. Got lots of farming going on so that everything's within like a few steps of base to like get resources. We have too many dogs and they were multiplying so fast. And feeding dogs in this game is particularly hard because at least with the herbivores, you can just give them plants that you like grow, but you have to go like get. And I mean, at least for Install 2, where I can harvest, when they're in season, I can harvest these sausage palms, which helps. But it's not perfect. And ignoring all of these right now, we are going to, this is what's happening right now. Okay, this is perfect. So you see this? Quinn is leading this dog. And the reason why is it's a male dog. The main base is now female dog. I'm trying to separate them. I'm trying to separate our dogs. And so I've created a second, like, workplace. I used this like the work areas option, and that's what this square is outlining this. Created a separate workplace, and I'm bringing all the male dogs over here. I'm moving all the male dogs to this second location, to the second base. Here's another one. Because they were just multiplying non-stop. I have like 30 dogs and they were gonna keep going. So I built a completely separate location really far away. I made it a work area and I moved it like the people up here that have, excuse me, let me put this back so you can see. Do you see how Melody and Quinn have the little red triangle in the corner? That's because they're assigned to the second base. They just live and work here now. And we're trying to separate the genders of the dogs. That's what I'm attempting here. And it is miserable. It is miserable to make that trek, that walk all the way out here. And like if you saw with Quinn, it's such a two-step, like they take 2 steps, they turn around, they wave at the dog, and the dog follows them like just painfully slowly. I've got a cat in my lap. Hello, buddy. This is my boy, Trooper. Hey, Troop Troop. Hey, buddy. Hey, good boy. And yeah, it just, this is what has come down to. And that is why in the new gameplay that we're doing, we are not even taming multiple genders. We are going to tame just one gender and not do this because they get out of control so fast. And it is such a hassle to try to like separate them like this. And to keep them from multiplying. And I don't even know, by the way, I don't even know if this is going to work. Because just having, I don't know if the system does it based on proximity, like if they're living together, or if just having tamed, where's my tamed list? If just having tamed animals, just having tamed dogs of multiple opposite genders just automatically generates a pregnancy. I'm not even sure that this, I mean... Here's another one, a brand new one that's not even been named yet. Another one right here. There's 2, 3 Wiedemeyers. I name them when I spot them, but they're multiplying so fast that not even all of them have been named yet. There's just so many dogs, and I don't know if separating them is going to work. It might just register, the game might just say, okay, male dog, female dog, produce a pregnancy. Like, it's putting them in 2 different locations might not save me this trouble at all. They might just keep multiplying for all I know. So yeah, that's why we're doing this differently now. Devs, if anybody knows a dev, talks to devs, is able to talk to one at all, like reach them at all, please let them know that we want the option to fix our animals, to get them fixed. Because that's insane. It's totally insane. And if separating them doesn't work and they just keep multiplying anyway, like it's just a 1+1 scenario, like, okay, you have a tamed female, you have a tamed male, even if they never come in contact, if it just generates a pregnancy, I'm gonna have to like completely scrap that gameplay because I have like 30 dogs and feeding them is a nightmare. So we're not doing that this time. We're avoiding that. We're only taming animals of the same gender. The dogs get out of hand. It's hard to keep up with the meat slot production. The herbivores are easier to keep fed. Exactly. That's 100% how I feel about this. Like, I love the dogs, especially when they first rolled out. I was like, that's so cute. And now I'm like, they're a nightmare. I don't want to keep up with the maintenance. The maintenance is insane. Oh gosh, that scared me. Mime Junior We Hire Monkeys says, did we tame one yet? We did. Okay, so let's name it. Mime, is the junior part of it? Or you also said Electro Orb. Let's do that one. Electro. Come on. It's hard to type with a cat in my lap. Electro Orb. We'll go with that one. And then eventually we will lead this back. And when we do, we'll make this its bed. So let's assign, yeah, there we go. So we're making moves. We're making money moves, right? That's how that goes. The dogs, yeah. And then your walk cycle is very jumpy, but it works. Well, that's good. That's great that your walk cycle is working. I know how hard those are to draw. Seth says, yeah, having an option to fix them would be great. Yes, that's what I'm saying. We need to get like that information circulated somehow back to the devs. Like we need to let them know like we would like this. This is a problem. We need the option. If we have the option to develop this taming skill, we need the option to develop the skill to fix them as well, for sure. That it's a need at this point. It's really a need because they get out of hand so quickly. Trooper, buddy. Okay, he's gonna jump down now. The work area is clever. I didn't think of that. I'm trying, you know, like I needed a solution. I needed a solution other than, because like, besides that, my only other option is to start slaughtering them, to slaughter all of one gender of my dogs, to be like, okay, well, we're only keeping the women or we're only keeping the male dogs or the female dogs, and then kill all the other ones. And I don't want to do that. Like, it just hurts my mind to even consider it. So I really just wanted something to work. Like I built an entire second location and I had to make it livable for my people so I could assign somebody there to make sure that there's somebody there to now feed the dogs. But man, if separating them doesn't work, I'm gonna have to throw away the whole gameplay. It's terrible. Because what's your other choice? Just to slaughter like half of your animals. I don't want to do that. I'm too attached. Okay, Samantha says, software update hopes AI is undeniably complex, but remains open to research and modification. You possess the initial experience required, but further experimentation and coding is essential. This will empower Hope to acquire new skill, undergo personal enhancements, or even enhance intellectual capacity. That's awesome. We'll do it. So we've unlocked a new research software update. How are we doing on our research queue? Something is empty. I would love to do this trading thing. That's a breakthrough, though. That's cool. What was it that we wanted besides that? We were looking for electrical grids. Man. Priorities. I'm going to drop the hay sausages. We're going to queue up that update and the electrical grids. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, that's our new queue. And then we can like re-add this later because we're just really not hurting for food. I don't think dedicating 3 days to that is necessary right now. Only for like if everything's out of season and we have nothing to eat, then it becomes a problem. Then it becomes more necessary, you know? Search party landed, this time with drones. Okay. It might be getting harder, you guys. They might be really pushing us to do better. So, man, what's going on here? Taming. I don't want to interrupt her while she's in the middle of taming. I do want to bring her back to camp. And then Samantha, we're going to bring you over here. I'm going to keep an eye on Paulette taming for now because I don't want to interrupt her just yet. Man, she walked all the way out here to tame. This is so far away, but I think she might be successful, so I don't want to... Taming failed. Oh, she walked all the way out there for nothing. Okay, well, we tried. Let's bring her to join these ladies and hope. I don't know what she's doing, but we're going to kind of tuck her away in here. Let's just hide her for a bit because she doesn't do combat. All right, now that we know this, now that we've got them here, oh my gosh, we're still playing on 3-speed. We're losing precious minutes. I'm going to queue them up to each attack a drone. First of all, let's start with that. And then, I don't know, let's see where we land combat-wise. Let's see where they stop. How close do they come? And do they aggro everybody else? We'll see. All right, that's an interesting choice. We have aggroed everyone. Let's start shooting the people with bows. And these, of course. Whoa. I really did not expect these things to require getting shot at twice. Okay. I'm sensing we have a problem. I'm gonna have everybody fall back. I didn't expect the drones to need more than, I thought there'd be one shot, you know? I thought like shoot them each once and then start attacking the bipeds. I was wrong. And they're still pursuing. That's pretty bad. Okay, let's keep it moving. Have they given up yet? No. It is officially harder. This is officially way harder than the previous fights that we did. Plus we have a star animal. Okay, wait. Let's interrupt this battle real quick. To undraft. What is going on here? How do we have a starving animal when... Because it's not here. Why is it not here? It's ridiculous. Okay. Lead this animal, please. And then for these ladies, we're just gonna have to fight. We're gonna have to turn around and start shooting. This is getting out of hand. And they're all moving in tandem, which is not what I expected. Okay, one down. Let's move it inside, ladies. And shoot this. Back them up a little bit. And shoot this. All right, and now we're gonna have to like get into some melee combat here, I think. Can you guys see this? Is that fine? I've got like so many things popping up on my screen. It feels so messy. Oh my gosh, did she just die? Okay, she passed out. She passed out, and I think we still have a drone shooting us. So we're gonna have to fight this. With the one person who's not passed out. Or dead. I did not realize how bad it was. I totally did not realize that these two are like an inch from death. Okay, wait. No, we're not doing that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna heal her. Heal Sora. And then Sam is gonna have to heal Undraft. Heal Paulette. And hope that both of them are capable of doing this quickly. Because I'm gonna swap them actually because heal Sora and you heal, because she's coming in from further. It's gonna take her longer to get the stuff and then go back out there. So I'm just gonna swap them. I don't know that either one of them is gonna get recovery in time. I don't know. That was bad. I'm even afraid to look and see what you guys had to say. That was really bad. Naming it after an electric type Pokemon will make it immune to lightning, probably. I wish. That'd be nice. Seth says, as Bob Barker from The Price is Right says, I guess they assumed that you would kill them before the overrun. There is a trophy if you farm 50 Ulfin. You're working on it, but it's crazy. I imagine 50 is a big number. Like that is a lot of food that you have to constantly have in rotation. Has anybody died yet? Paulette, how are we doing here? She's getting her heals. Sora, is she getting healed yet? Her healer has not arrived yet. I mean, this is really dire. This is bad. Hope is trying. Samantha, you better. What? No! Absolutely not. She was supposed to be running out here to help her. That was not okay. That is not okay. Why did she do that? I told her to heal Sora. She just went to bed? This is not okay. If Sora dies, it's Sam's fault for going to bed after I told her to heal Sora. Sam will be on my like naughty list. Like she's gonna have to earn it back after that. Snora, right? Oh my gosh, so accurate. Snora. That name's gonna have to stick. She deserves it. That's what she gets for being such That's, oh, she is not. You are not. Absolutely not okay, Sam. We are not eating right now. You're not even hungry. What's wrong with you? Do we just not have the means to treat her? At least she's not bleeding per hour. Maybe Sam will get up. Maybe Sora will get up and go, like, rest. We need Sora. I don't know. I guess, man, I don't even know. Not bleeding. She's in extreme pain and we need burn treatment stuff. We have first aid kits, but we don't have any healing bombs. And Sam is going in here. No, you're not. You're going to craft some healing bombs. You're not even hungry. She's not even hungry. Why is she? Oh my gosh. This is where it's like, okay, they're not smart enough to do this on their own. You really have to, you really, really, really have to coach them. Like, that's insanity to me. I cannot believe she was just like, yeah, no, I'm going to eat. I'm not even hungry, but I'm going to go eat instead and let people die. Okay. Samantha lacks, yeah, just a whole lot of something. I don't know what, but something. She's just, whew. I can't believe she did that. There's a, oh, I read the part. I think you have swords and spears to equip. I think you're right. I did, what do you call it? I gathered some when we were scavenging the previous robots, and I didn't equip them. Yeah, she could be equipping this. Sam's such a little, I'm just so mad at her right now. Like, seriously. So mad at her. I guess we can put her wait for treatment back on since we're out of, like, the hot seat, I guess, with Paula and Sora, but still. That was some nonsense right there. I cannot believe. She just ignored my directive. It's not even like she just didn't automatically do it. I told her to do it. I clicked on Sora and, you know, for Sam to heal her. I queued it up and she just, like, was like, nah, I don't think so. I would rather, like, put myself first and go lay in bed. What insanity is that? That's nonsense. Because she was told to go heal her. And she just was like, maybe later. I'll think about it. Comfort eating, yeah. So Bill and Amanda says, had to go order birthday dinner. How's things going? Are we winning? Well, I mean, that was a close call. I think we might have to start getting serious about better defenses, which reminds me, didn't we? And that might be part of why they were tougher this time, because we did finish our research for wooden fortifications. We just haven't built them yet. So that might be like, you know, lighting the fire under the tush to be like, okay, it's time to use this new technology, or die, because they almost died. So, I mean, we're not losing, but no, we're certainly not. I wouldn't call it like a dramatic landslide win for sure. We just got a rude awakening a second ago. But whose birthday is it? Is it your birthday? Are you ordering birthday dinner because it's your birthday? Whose birthday is it? Let us know. Let us know who we're supposed to say happy birthday to. We Hear Monkeys, credit where due. You somehow kept them all alive. I appreciate the credit. I think we definitely need somebody to get up and start doing some, what do you call it? Some more healing bombs for sure. We need that. And then, what was the other thing we really needed? We had a starving animal, right? Did they at least make it inside the... This one just got back out again. Oh my gosh, because we have to repair our fence, but we can't do that until our builder is better, I guess. But what we can do is scavenge this stuff. So let's just queue some of that up, and maybe, is there any more out this way? There's these. We could be picking these up. Maybe when she's done healing, we can haul this. That might make a difference. I don't know. Or maybe we really need the burn stuff. The bombs for the burns, but... we'll give it a shot. We'll have her collect that material for us and see where it gets us. See if it does us any favors. Man, that was kind of rough. Now I kind of feel like we definitely need to build these defenses. We do have wooden fortifications. We could start, you know, fortifying. It wouldn't be terrible. It wouldn't be a terrible idea. How do we want to do it though? I don't know, like I don't know. I'm actually kind of at a loss. My brain's not doing its job. It's not figuring out where we want to build our. Maybe I'll build out this way. Why not? Let's try to build ourselves a little. Let's think ahead and build out. I don't know how far we're going to be able to go this direction. So let's see how far it'll let us on this end. We're going to cut right through that field, which kind of sucks. Oh, okay. We have to bring this in. I did that again. My eyesight's not lining up perfectly. I'm like one square off when I'm trying to lay these. That's fine. Okay, so we do have this gap here, but if we can't build here, I don't think anything can transverse there either. So I think we're gonna be okay if there is this hole here. And we'll get those out of the way while we still can. And put up, let's go ahead and just, let's knock this out. Let's put up our gate. Okay, let's just swing that over there. And now for the important part, we need some towers. We need defensive towers. So let's rotate that around. We'll stick one here. I'm gonna stick one here and here. Rotate this facing this way. And I'm gonna rotate one more and just stick it right here in the middle. And I think that should give us good coverage once we build this, which means if this is gonna be our more secure defense posture, when we get our construction basics, this is where we're building our home. And then this will just become like, you know, ruins of days gone by, of past, whatever, you know, we got this. Also, this guy, he needs scavenged. Just saying. Maybe she can do it. We need a little bit more scavenging going on down this way. So we'll queue that. And I'm going to put him back on 3-speed and hope that these ladies do their healing. I honestly don't know. Like, there are things going back up, but without the burn treatments, they're turning into painful scars. So these women are going to just be in severe pain all the time if we don't get this stuff treated. So with that in mind, I don't know. Let's go back to crafting some healing bombs and hope that we can get some more, or prevent more scar tissue, prevent more pain long term. Maybe, just maybe. Oh my goodness. So did we lose a hippo? I hope not. Did we? No, we weren't. We had a failed taming for the third one. So we didn't lose any. This one's injured though. I didn't realize that. What? And why don't we have the option to heal? What's going on here? A laser stab requires bandages. That's why we don't have the option to heal. All right, well, let's craft bandages then. Let's do that. And then we can heal it. So much of this stuff is just wasting here because we have bigger priority. We have more important, more timely priorities with like healing and healing and healing and healing. We're just gonna lose that haul, I think. I think this is all gonna rust and then vanish from sight. And unfortunately, that's a sacrifice we're gonna have to make this time. But we'll try to like prepare ourselves so that next time isn't so dire, so severe. And also, we really need to like, we need to bump up this healing bomb and bandage production way ahead of liquid fuel at this point, because that's a real sticking point. That pretty much cost us dearly. Yeah. So we're gonna try to do something better about that. Okay. Your baby electro orb is safe. Yeah, just Bulbasaur over here, slowly bleeding to death. No big deal, I guess, right? Like something like that. We can heal them now, so that's good. We're gonna put Sora on the job. Lightning's got nothing. Not when we have a lightning rod, but when we don't, it can be pretty tragic. Especially if they get struck twice, because then the lightning damage becomes pretty permanent. My goodness, though, guys. First of all, Bill and Amanda, happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is. I know you said that you were ordering birthday dinner, so happy birthday to the birthday person, whether it's you or whether it's a friend or family member. And We Hire Monkeys and Neil Fletcher and everyone else. I'm gonna need one more Pokemon suggestion so that we can tame one more Noth, because I really do have my heart set on having 3 of them. Once we have 3, I think we'll have enough fuel production, probably, in our little, this area. Is Sora our builder, by the way? Why is this not getting construction 2? Construction 3. It's Sora, okay. We can't repair it because we have missing resources. That would be why. All right. Well, let's chop down these trees. That's not going to give us wood. It's going to give us sticks. Let's cut down... I don't want to cut down, what do you call it? The ones that give us food. So we're going to cut down this one. Then we're going to ask Sora to come do that. We're going to need a lot more wood, actually, because we're trying to build all this wooden fortification. Dang, okay. Well, that's we're going to cut that. We're going to cut, ooh, this one. This one. We're just going to cut the big ones and hope that that will give us a good haul, because we're going to need a lot more than what we currently have. Cut that one. Cut that one. And we'll see where that gets us. I don't think it's gonna be enough, but it's a good start. It was enough to get this built back at least. What's this? It looks like a little box. It's the AI core. Okay. Well, since she's not busy, let's have her open this, or not open, but haul this. It's also, okay, they're good. They're good on food. Somebody's gotta lead this one back inside. It looks like it's going. Maybe it can make it there on its own. That'd be good. No, it's just wandering off. My goodness. Okay. Please lead this one back into the pen. Doug Trio or Snorlax. Those are good ones. I like it. Bill and Amanda. Oh, it's our son Liam. He's 8. LOL. Tradition is birthday person gets to pick dinner and he wants Red Robin of all things. Well, that's good. Congratulations. And yeah, Red Robin. Enjoy your food. I hope you guys have a great birthday dinner. That sounds really fun. And it's a good tradition to have, a nice, good, healthy tradition that's going to form probably great memories. And I don't think we ever planted this field. Oh no, wait, this is the grain crop field. We're fine. We're fine there. We have so much grain crop. I actually kind of want to switch this. Let's change the crop to something else. Let's make it... Sure, let's do this. Let's do Cotton Blossom for now, unless, what other options do we have? No, that's fine. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's fine. Bulbasaur, and then Doug Trio or Snorlax. I do like Snorlax. That sounds like a fun one. Why did Paulette die? Sorry. That caught me off guard. That really caught me off guard. Why is she dead? Starvation of all things? She died because she... We have so much food. You guys, we have so much food. Why would she die from starvation? Because we have no prepped meals. Okay, well, what about... Oh my gosh, this is killing me. Okay. We're gonna fix this. I'm not settling for that. That's ridiculous. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. Was she dead here? Was she already dead? I don't think so. We're not, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do the whole kind of cheat leg thing because we are just not having that. That's absolutely unacceptable. Is this safe for them to eat? I don't know if this is safe to eat raw. It doesn't say anything. Okay, well, we're gonna queue it all, and then she's gonna eat. In fact, better yet, we're gonna have somebody feed her. It was that simple. It was that simple. That's all we had to do. That's insane to me. Not enough food. That's an easy fix. How close is she to starving? I know Paulette is the one that killed over 5 seconds ago. We're gonna fix this. My gosh, that was ridiculous. I can't believe that just happened. Even Sora is starving to death. Paulette was. Samantha is. Everybody's starving. We have a whole lot of nothing going on here. Okay. I'm gonna have her feed Samantha first. And then Sora needs to eat. Okay, good. She's doing it. I was about to have a straight up party kill there, minus hope, and I didn't even know it. Safer than dying. Agreed, that was a cheap death. Yes! Thank you. I appreciate that you agree with me. Like that, honestly, that's not okay. That was a cheap death. It deserved a reload for sure. Sam stole all the food. Greedy, save scum. Yeah, save scumming. Shamelessly save scumming. Because that was unacceptable. I was not about to let it go down like that. That's not okay. And Bill and Amanda said definitely reload. Yes, that was BS for sure. I appreciate that you guys are on board with that. Like, did not hesitate. I was like, that does not fly. That was not okay. We're going to reboot. You said they'd rather die than pick up food. You were right. You were absolutely right. Is she dead again? Why? How? She died of infection. I think we have to leave Paulette dead at this point. Who else? Who's gonna check out? Like, anybody else planning on checking out? Hope, can you heal some people? Insufficient medicine. Craft some bombs, I guess, and I need you to ferment some antibodies. Let's do this. Ladies, you have to be an active participant in saving yourselves. We can't just keep playing this game. Where's Paulette anyway? Where did she die? She died out here. We're gonna unequip her. Sorry, but we're not gonna waste resources. And then we are gonna bury her. Unless the other two decide to check out too, we might save scum back further, a little further, so that we can fix this shortage issue. But for right now, we're gonna settle for Paulette's stuff. We're gonna allow it. We will allow it because it's not starvation. It wasn't a one and done issue. She was starving and she was dying of infection. So, I mean, we'll let the game have this one. But if they start coming for the rest of my people, we might have to, like, approach this a little differently. We'll see. We'll see. Poor Paulette. Anyone seen Zombieland Saga? Why did this remind you of it? The situation here? This is some Final Destination stuff. For real, Bill and Amanda. Absolutely. Like, how? How do we bring her back? It was just, there's no getting out of it. It is Final Destination, 10,000%. Like, the whole plot is there. It's just like, Whew, yeah, Amanda K is like, is she dead again? I didn't even see it until you said something. That's wild to me. Maybe I'm not paying enough attention. Maybe that's my problem. Do we need to, like, are we able to heal? Does she need fed again? For real? Feed Sora. I'm going to get her back up for more healing bombs. I'm sorry, but until nobody has any more burn marks, we're just gonna keep making that stuff. How are we doing here? Swarm fever mild, and then she has guts. This is gonna be the next one. Sora's gonna be the next one to die without antibodies, unless these things like ferment sometime this century. 74% in production. All things like considered, honestly, if I really wanted to, I could go back and restart again and probably save Paulette if we fed them and fermented antibodies like at the same time. Like just knock out both now knowing that. But I don't want to like be too, I don't want to be, I don't know. I want to at least try to live with the consequences of some of my actions, you know? So she's healing Sora now. We have some antibodies now. So that's good. And then she's going to heal Sora. Just like trying to run two words together at the same time. So Sam and Sora are pretty much healed, at least partially, but she still needs some bomb. And she's the only one who can craft it. So she's gonna have to get up and craft her own healing bomb. Sorry, lady, but you have to want it. You have to want your own survival more than everybody else wants your survival. It's gotta be that important to you. It's a small group now. We're T minus Paulette. You're gonna have to step it up. Please not an attack now. Are we getting an attack? Oh my gosh, you just scared me. I thought you saw something I didn't see, but yeah, knock on wood. Please don't send an attack right now. Bring her back like the zombie idols in that show. I wish. Just resurrect her. Like, all right, Paulette, but you're not really done. You can't get out of that easily. You got to come back and keep working. Sorry, but no. It was funny. They'd have the show, then someone's head would fall off because they're zombies. I don't think I've seen that, to be honest. I've seen Zombieland, and I've seen the sequel, but I didn't know that there was a saga. Can't treat two people. We're still doing this? Girl, you just made... Well, make some more. If you're not done with your burn treatments, then just keep making it. I don't know why this is like... There should be no question. She should just be making this. If there's none left to use, make more. Now I'm gonna have to hyper focus and just babysit her to make sure this keeps, like, she keeps doing this. Like, I'm sorry, you gotta do this, but you gotta do this. Okay. Gonna let her put it away. Gonna make her use it. And then she's gonna make some more. We're just gonna keep doing this. She has infection again. I think it's from these burns. I think the burns are causing them, untreated burns, I think, are causing them some infections. So, wait, do we genuinely, like, do we seriously not even have more antibiotics? Honestly? Why? How many do we ferment at a time? Not enough, apparently. Let's make some more. Let's triple down. Let's ferment in all the barrels. Why not? Why do we have these barrels if we're not using them, right? Let's use them. She's gonna have a food binge. So we'll just ask Hope to do this. Keep them coming. And already in bed. Okay. She's having a food binge, so I can't heal her while she's having a meltdown. I think we just gotta wait and find out what happens. It's kind of miserable, isn't it? The way they're just like, all right. At least Hope is like, she's there, she's on it, she's responding quickly. She's gonna get back up and make another healing bomb because she needs it. And then these will hopefully, we're at 46%. So as soon as she has antibodies, we'll give them to her. How is Sora doing? Is she at least, okay, so her queue of ailments is at least cleared. That's 1 of 3. This one's dead. There's no coming back. Her shelf life? She's a shelf life? Are we serious right now? Okay. Can she bury her? Is that like not something she can do? I think we have to build the burial first. And she can't construct. So Sora, who is idle, will come out and construct this grave. They're just letting her cook in the sun. Like, that's what we're doing. Whew. Rough. It's rough out here. It is real rough. Sora needs healed again? Didn't we just clear her? really thought we had just cleared her of the need to be healed. I feel like we're in a revolving door, you know, like the ones that you would go through to get to like a hotel or something, or a mall maybe. This feels like a revolving door because I was so sure Sora was done healing. I was like, at least one of them, right? One of three. No, look at her. She's back waiting for heals. At least Hope has the means to do it though, so that's good. Where's Sam? What are we doing here? Everything we don't need to be doing instead of what we do need to be doing. This is not okay. Back in here, Sam. You're not done yet. It's like getting discharged from the hospital. She's not discharged. I don't know where she's going. I don't know who let her out. I don't know who signed her permission slip. The answer is no, she is not done. She's got to stay. All right. So you're going to need speed runs. You're going to need to speed run to bots now, right? Because we're down a person and we haven't had any walk-ins. Nobody has just like volunteered to join our mission. You're right. We're going to need some bots for real. But then the problem is with all of this necessary healing going on. Yeah, you know what? Let's just kind of like, let's focus on that. Let's do this. Search party landed. Pause. We're going to save her upgrade for a second because that's really just not the most important thing right now. Survival is. Oh man, okay. And at least we've got some healing still going on here. Burns are being treated. Hopefully this is being, there we go, suppressed. And she now needs healed. So let's ask, no, she's just sleeping. Okay. I'm gonna put her back on healing bomb. We're not gonna like go out of our way this time to fight the search party. And at least there's no drones. I will say that, like, thank you for not sending drones. We're gonna let them come to us. Because we're just not in a state to seek them out. We're not in a position to go on the offensive. We're just gonna have to play defense for a while and hope for the best. And here they come. The consortium attack is on its way. So Sora, we're gonna draft you and we're gonna stick you here so that you can do some fighting. We're gonna draft her and stick her here. And then I know that you're like waiting to be healed, but we can't with that right now. We're gonna put you here. I'm gonna try to keep them undercover because I'm hoping that that will at least force the attackers to come in from either, you know, like we're just not giving them four sides to shoot us on. They have to come through this narrow line of sight. We need them to have to come into this line of sight. And I'm hoping it's not really working the way I wanted it to because I wanted more than one person up here shooting, which might mean I need to her to back up. These two need to trade places. And we need her to scoot up further. And we need her to fall back, which she's not doing. This game plan is not working. This is not working for me, and I think despite having such a solid lead, we might not be able to make it through this. Just maybe, possibly. Dude, that like gun he's shooting us with is stunning them. That's what's happening. They're stunned. And we have no shelter now. Let's bring them around. Sora's dead. Sam's all we got left. She's taking cover. She needs to attack this one right now. Let's do that. Nope, no. Don't go to them. Just shoot them. We need to get away from the one that has the stun gun. I think that's what's really incapacitating us. Aside from the fact that she's getting like shot to death. She needs to shoot faster. There we go. Okay, take cover. And then fire at this. How is Hope doing? Let's bring her around. This one is like literally attacking our beast of burden, but I have to accept that because otherwise we're just not going to make it out of this. This like exchange rate of fire right now for just her versus one other bot is intense. Like that's just so much. I can't imagine trying to tackle more than one. we've just gotta let this be. Like, that's just gotta be okay with that. That first gun they were shooting us with, seriously, this damage from that like pulse rifle, that is too much. That is way too much. We're gonna bring her around to shoot this guy now. Jeezy Pete, they still got it? It's just, that weapon is way too OP. It's way too OP. How are they supposed to fight that? She's out. Like, she's just done for. I don't know what to do. Like, is there a comeback from this? Like, honestly, is there any way to come back from this? Except maybe to just lead them away. To take them on a wild goose chase. Maybe. And hope that Samantha wakes up. Which means I want to kind of like speed this up and put it in 2-speed just to even see if like Hope's dead. That's game over. I'm surprised I haven't rolled. There it is. Rolled credits. Hope died. That was bad. That was a bad. I feel like. Who was it that said, please don't let them attack right now? Because that person called it. I'm scrolling back through chat right now to find that. Who said it? It was Neil. Neil called it. Neil Fletcher said, please not an attack now. And you were right. Like, that just buried us. Like, there was we were not in a position to fight that fight at all. That sucks. It was really harsh. It is on a very difficult mode. It's like on very hard mode. So they weren't really going to do us any favors. You're going to need to, yeah. We didn't even get that far to speed running the bots. Get a second crafting bench. That might not have been a bad idea, but I don't think we had somebody with a crafting skill other than the one person to make the healing bombs anyway. Not with Paulette dead. So unfortunately, that was working against us. She is Noth food, you said. Yeah, she was definitely like just laid out in there. I mean, look at the devastation. Look at the base right now. That is like, it's all collapsed. Like, it all came tumbling down. Like the big bad wolf huffed and they puffed and they blew it all down. And that's like exactly what happened. She escaped over the fence. Balloon or trading will probably get you extra people quickly. Yeah, if we had maybe invested in that sooner, we could have benefited from that. We weren't going to survive another day. Once we took that damage from the previous attack where everybody had so many burns and then they were like starving, they were dying of infection, nobody was working, nobody was harvesting. Yeah, I mean, here's our summary right here. Oh, we heard Monkey screaming Electro Orb. Yeah, and insult to injury, they killed our animals on top of it. Like, did they have to be so rude? Can we use Pizza Demon Chan Seed? Maybe on the next one. We can try that on the next one, see what it gets us. And the weapon is so overpowered. It's way too much. Like, what are you supposed to do if they shoot with a pulse rifle? Not only does it have, like, a cone, it's got, like, a conical, spray. So, like, it really has, like, a wide spray. And then on top of that, it disables you. And so you're stunned, right? It's a stun effect. So you're stunned, you're all like lumped in the same spray. And every time they stun you and you can't move for however many seconds, the others are continuing to fire upon you. So then you're knocked unconscious and then you bleed to death, you die. And that thing, like, we couldn't even stay behind our shelters. That they fired that pulse weapon and it just like completely collapsed all of our shelters. We couldn't seek shelter. I mean, I was hiding behind the escape pod. It was pretty sad. That weapon's way too OP. And maybe they need to like narrow the conical radius on that or something, because that's just, it's too wide. They have way too much, unless they want to give me that weapon, in which case, but we didn't even, like, we started with pulse rifles. We didn't even have that. And we didn't have the means to build it, and we certainly weren't scavenging it. So that just feels a little bit Like, that's not right. They definitely shouldn't have rolled up with that powerful weapon, I think, for sure. We were like, how many days in? 22 days? We were only 22 days in, and they rolled up with a pulse rifle that could completely level our base. Like, leveled our base in 1 or 2 shots. That's too powerful. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm going to let that one die. And I think the next time we stream, we're going to have to start a brand new, like a brand new game, new strategy, new play mode, new seed, maybe even a new region. And maybe, so I was thinking what might be fun is just to try to max out technology, like try to build like a super futuristic base and not focus so much on like beating the play mode, but rather like just building like basically like our own little resort, right? We want to build a life of luxury, like the lap of luxury resort. Like I want to think, like I think that would be fun. Like we could get all the drones going, all the service bots, the medical bay units, build ourselves like a large fancy kind of resort hotel style building, like just go straight up luxury mode. I think that might be fun for the next game. And you don't know, without machine guns you are sitting duck. Yeah, and you don't know how to fix this. Yeah, I like, so when I showed you kind of a preview of that other gameplay I have going where I have like 30 dogs, it's just way too many. Like we did manage to get to machine guns on the roof, and that's basically taking care of our defensive posture for us. Basically at that point, just take everybody inside, let the guns do their thing, let the fences keep the baddies out, and wait it out. Like it's a nice ride. But without them, I agree. And you just got to get that far. You got to survive to the point of setting that up. And until you get there, until you've mastered that research, you're just sort of like holding your breath and running as fast as you can from trouble. You already liked. Anyone want to make the likes up to 10? Oh, thank you. And thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate you guys, first of all, watching these videos. Second of all, like giving me good ideas and suggestions in the chat instead of letting me just struggle on my own without like any input. Your input is valuable. I appreciate it. It makes the game better. And for giving me likes on my videos, for subscribing, all of that stuff, like all of that positive reinforcement is great. It gives me the motivation to keep coming on here and to play live and to like kind of get over any sort of, I don't know, and like shyness or doubts about whether it's even like valuable. Like, does anybody even want to see this? Well, when you guys show up, it lets me know that like this is working. This is good. So I appreciate that. Bill and Amanda says after you win, it gives you the option to keep going. For this play mode, I haven't won yet, but I think I'm close in that other playthrough. If I hadn't got distracted by 30 dogs, I think I would have probably crushed it by now. But alas, the spawning of animals in this game is such it's such a sidetracking problem, and I'm like basically to the point where I'm like I don't want to tame anything that's gonna multiply. So you've seen 3 people beat it on insane mode, and the early big fence was the winning strategy for all of them. So getting your wooden fortifications in early. Gotcha. So yeah, I think, so if you guys are interested, I think that's what we're going to do next time. We are going to do a luxury resort, kind of like a self-designated play mode. We'll pick out all of the components later, like when we get on stream. We'll pick out like what region, we'll pick out what moon, we'll pick out all that stuff, and we'll pick out our people and our rules and all that. But the goal of the next stream when we come back is going to be to just build the most techie, high-end, extravagant, like desirable, beautiful location that is so accommodating that we could possibly build to sort of like establish our base as like a vacation destination. Like that's what I want to do. I want to try to build that. So We Hear Monkeys Pizza Resort. Bill and Amanda, doesn't even have to be fortification, just regular fence. Gotcha. Yeah, let's do that. So next round. This round is done. I'm actually not going to queue this back up because it's already 11 o'clock my time. So it's been 2 hours, which is usually what I like to run, about 2 hours per stream. If we're really in the middle of something, I'll like run it longer. But this is like, this wrapped itself up for better or worse, you know, like in a very timely fashion. So we're gonna let this one ride. We're gonna let it go. R.I.P. My bad, y'all, for not keeping you alive. But we're gonna do something a little different next time. Have a great one. Happy holidays. You too as well. Everybody, happy holidays. Bill and Amanda, happy birthday to your son. And Neil Fletcher says, play on medium. It's manageable, and then you can build out a monster base. You look forward to seeing it. All right, that sounds great. I love that strategy. I like that plan. And thanks for the stream. Catch you on the next one. I will see you guys there. Thank you so much. And yeah, have a great rest of your December, a great rest of your 2023. And we will be back. We will play again. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye.